more you drive, the more you should be learning, and I'm forever picking up tips from watching others, whether that be what to do from the likes of Ashley Neal.
Now, check your mirrors, put a right signal on, use lane 2. Why?
Because there's no a bit obstructing that.
Good. And if there's anything you can ever do to leave something clear and allow traffic flow, do it.
And what not to do from the likes of Dashcam Bristol.
If you start going out, people are like, hey, what's he doing? And they'll slow down.
Oh shit.
But there's another driver who's recently entered my radar, and he is called Jobber. The technique that I've picked up from watching him is the roundabout slingshot. Now, before I lose half my subscribers with this video due to how divisive this topic seems to be, I hope you can at least hear me out and try and gain a fresh perspective on it. A roundabout slingshot is where you use the right-hand lane of a roundabout to take the first exit, doing a full lap of the roundabout to avoid the congestion in the other lanes. I've been absolutely slaughtered in online comments recently for a clip that I sent to Jobber of me doing it. Guess it's time for me to bust out the old ukulele and write an apology song. Let's get in the toxic traffic queue. Stuck in congestion, so they need an explanation. In today's video, I'm going to explain why the people who side with these keyboard bashing sheep need to stop getting mad and instead get good. So where do we start? Ah, of course, with Andy, who is so utterly enraged that my parents didn't assault me as a child. I think that's a pretty unfortunate self-report there, buddy. I hope you know that there's people who you can talk to, and I'm so deeply sorry for whatever you went through to make you so angry. All joking aside, let's address the main concern here. I'm self-centered because I forced everyone else on that roundabout to wait for selfish old me. First, let me start with a simple explanation. I need the first exit. I can do this from either the left-hand lane or the middle lane. The middle lane is congested, blocking access to the left-hand lane. So I should add to the back of this congestion and block the roundabout behind me, correct?
And if there's anything you can ever do to leave something clear and allow traffic flow, do it.
If even 10% of the people in this queue did the exact same as me, I could have taken the left lane and not had to do my knobhead move. Are you starting to follow me? Which, by the way, is a perfectly legal and safe road manoeuvre. What happens when you miss or forget your exit on a roundabout? Are blues suddenly going to come on behind you because you've done an extra lap? I don't think so. If you have eyes and a half-functioning brain, then you'll be able to tell from watching the clip that my presence on the roundabout allows 3 other drivers to emerge who otherwise wouldn't have been able to. That total increases to 5 when you count the entrance that I came from. The car waiting to enter the roundabout when I come back around was originally 3 vehicles behind entering the roundabout. I've held absolutely no one up and helped some other drivers in the process. Unsurprisingly, the top comment on the post barely passes as a legible English sentence. Yes, sir. I reprised knobhead. He then follows it up by saying he held up 4 lanes of traffic waiting to enter the roundabout. If you cather. So as you can see here, Walter's brain actually melted in his skull mid-sentence from spouting such stupidity. I'd be willing to put money on that the people leaving these comments are also the same kinds of people who think you should congest a single lane 1,400 yards away from a merging turn. Point proven. I don't believe I have a screenshot for this next comment that I'm thinking of, but another complaint people had was with me using this part of the roundabout. If you want to get nice and snug up alongside a truck, then be my guest, but I would rather use the available road space and keep my paint and mirrors intact, thank you. Finally, let's discuss this article that was written about my clip that was published on The Scum. This journalist really thinks they've done some top-tier detective work by spotting these comments that think I wanted to take the second exit of the roundabout, not the first. They're then using this as fact on a news website, saying that my clip is a blunder. I would suggest watching this guy with your children so that you can try and keep up with the extremely fast-paced intellect of counting to the number 3. I'm afraid, Jacob, that the only blunder here is your article, because not only do you think that this is one of Jobber's clips, despite it clearly stating that it isn't in the caption, but if your journalism skills reflect your driving ability, then please go for an eye test, because Stevie Wonder would make a safer driver than you. I mean, did you even watch this clip yourself before writing this absolute drivel? In conclusion, conclusion, please leave a dislike and a hate comment so that this video can be pushed to as many people as possible, some of who might add this to their skill set, as opposed to simply dismissing it and continuing the British trend of calling anyone who doesn't unnecessarily queue, causing unnecessary congestion,